she definitely backtracked on what she said. So I wanted to look at the difference within her first post versus like what she edited it or whatever edited it to. I can't talk. Forgive me. So but yeah, we'll just get into it. It's okay. I don't really have to be super precise. So yeah, like so the morning after, Nikki was, like going off about Rock Nation and stuff and Jay-Z, Tina Knowles reposted this post where it says, "Good morning. It feels good to wake up knowing my faves didn't lose their minds like some people. Y'all have a great day. Remember to ignore the ignorance, as Miss Tina Knowles will say." So this is a post from a Beyonce fan page, and Tina Knowles reposted this. And then she like edited it, and then she was getting a lot of backlash and stuff. So she commented on her own post saying like, um, Miss Tina says, "Wow, I reposted this because it was talking about our relationship. It had nothing to do with anyone other than me and Beyonce. Please stop being messy and dragging me into something I don't have anything to do with. You guys should be ashamed." So yeah, like she just like she's not really be talking or whatever. Like seriously, like I think we could all agree on that. And that it don't even just apply to this situation like with Nicki and stuff. Like, bitch, stop talking in general. Like, who are you? Like, are you Beyonce's like PR rep or something? Like, it's weird, like Beyonce is approaching 50 years old. She could speak for herself if she want. But for me, oh, there's my scrunchie. I've been looking for my scrunchie all day. I wanted to put my hair up. Anyway, my bad. So yeah, but it's like, I think I was listening to someone else and they were like how like they will take like Tina Knowles responses as what Beyonce would say because like that's her mother, right? And Beyonce doesn't talk. So, how do you take this, so who was the faves that lost their mind? She makes no sense. Facts. And I don't remember specifically because I do feel like people like no, I'm sorry. I do feel like Tina did say something, like she did post something when Kanye was going off and saying like all of those crazy things about their kids and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna try to find it, but like most people are saying, but you was mute, like when Kanye was going off though, or whatever. Like she's always saying something, right? That's why I was like in this situation specifically, like please be quiet. But like in every situation, please be quiet once again, because like just it like these shits like it doesn't pertain to you or whatever, and you just digging yourself a bigger hole and stuff like that. So then Solange, right? Solange, she wasn't the only Carter. I mean, well, not Carter, because Solange last name ain't Carter, but like Solange then posted an altar of some sorts. Okay, yeah, she posted an altar of some sorts, and I believe it's still up. Let's actually go to her Instagram because it should still be up. Solange. I guess it's not up. Did she take it down? What's the last post? 1 day ago. Okay. Well, maybe she did take it down, which was interesting. So then, as you guys saw, like this screenshot is from Got the Scoop. Got the Scoop posted, what Solange posted, and she really didn't have much of a caption. Like Got the Scoop literally posted like, Solange posted an altar. She didn't like put a caption or anything, but she did turn her comments off or whatever. Now, I'm gonna just leave that there because I don't really have an opinion on it. But then I definitely have to go back and look at what Got the Scoop said today, because it is very interesting what actually happened, because like yeah, other people, oh my god, what just happened? Other pages were posting it, right? So Got the Scoop released a statement earlier saying, "I want to let y'all know that Solange's team reached out asking me to remove the post I shared of her post, saying it was driving an incorrect and harmful narrative. I didn't add any commentary or opinions when I started it. I only reposted what she had already posted and noted that the comments were turned off," right? And that was true because I do remember seeing her post, and she said, "I only posted what she had already posted and noted that the comments were turned off." So Solange's team reaches out to Got the Scoop in order to take the post down. Once again, she didn't have no caption under the shit. She was just like, she just noted that Solange turned the comments off. So She said, for clarity, Solange herself still has the post up, which is why I went to her page to see if she still has the post up at the time of this recording. So when Solange's team reached out to Got the Scoop, Solange herself still had her post up that she claims Got the Scoop reposting it was creating false and harmful narratives. So once again, Got the Scoop says, for clarity, Solange herself still had the post up, and so do multiple platforms, creators, and even fan pages, some using it to push negativity toward other artists. I pointed this out, but they explained. So she's saying, I pointed this out to Solange's team. I told Solange's team, hey, other people have posted it and stuff like that. But they explained it wasn't about who else posted it, it was about the impact. They said, the way it was received and discussed across platforms shifted things, and that impact went beyond just resharing. Got the Scoop says, I wanted to be transparent with you about what's happening on my end because they said if I don't remove it, attorneys will be involved. I have no problem removing the post, just making sure I know all my rights before I proceed. I'm starting to feel like my platform is being targeted and trying to force me to be silent because of how the public reacts to my posts. So that's very, 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 very interesting, along with, like the allegations that, Rock Nation and their constituents control the media and stuff like that. So I found this like really interesting because once again, like a lot of other pages had it posted, and Got the Scoop could have easily written something shady, but she didn't. And all she said was that Solange turned the comments off. And like there's definitely a light insinuation there, especially with the current environment and landscape that's going on with social media, because like people will say, like in the picture that we actually looked up where it said it showed Solange's post, the one of the someone reposted it saying like, is Solange trying here? OMG at Nicki Minaj, Solange said she about to offer up a sacrifice for your sister. So, in trying to insinuate spiritual warfare and stuff like that, which I definitely think is really harmful. So like I said, like I don't have an opinion on, Solange posting it and whatever. Here, not Solange trying to hex Nicki, right? So, yeah, like I don't know. I think that's very weird. But I'm glad that Solange took it down because it's like you can't be making these claims if you still have the post up. No shade. And the fact that IG account wanted to talk shit on Nicki. Which account? Very weird, but okay. So I definitely got to say, like the Carters are shaking. The Carters are in shambles. No shade. They taking down posts and stuff like that and whatever. They got to get they got to get they feelings off or their takes off in some way or regard, even if they can't like speak openly about it. And it was very interesting because after all this happened last night, Nicki was live on Station Head as always, and she made a lot of insinuations to talking about the Carters, talking about how the Carters think that they are better than everyone because allegedly like they control the blogs. And that's actually one of the things that I wanted to discuss with you guys tonight, and that like just clearing it up and stuff like that, because I don't think I understand things all the way. So like forgive me, but so yeah, but anyway, like Nikki's live on Station Head and she's talking about, like, it was very interesting. So if you haven't seen that, please, like go back, to the channel and listen and stuff like that. It's this one right here where she talks about like it sounded like she was really addressing Tina Knowles and what she had to say, and saying that like basically Nikki and still like in Nikki's commentary on what is going on, she's still like giving Tina Knowles and their family bail, because her whole point was that like sometimes your family doesn't know about the dumb stuff that you're doing in business. So she's basically saying that maybe there other people in their family, maybe Tina Knowles may not know to the extent where Jay-Z is messing with people in business and stuff like that. So once again, she didn't say no names and stuff like that, but you can tell in the landscape of what's going on, like who she's talking about. And honestly, I do feel like Nikki was referring, and she's getting close, she's inching towards, and she's getting closer and closer to talking about Beyonce. And I think that last night she got pretty close, if not spot on. And okay, thank you. In talking about Beyonce. And so it's just like, is Baynika at risk? And anyway, I found this article as I was just researching to come live, and let's just do a Google search and see what's everyone saying right now. What are different sources saying right now about Nicki and Beyonce? So this was the source that I was looking at, right? So Nicki Minaj appears to target Beyonce during bizarre station head rant. According to Nicki Minaj, she'd have no problem kicking certain artists right in the throat even if she plays their music on station head. I did not hear her say that verbatim kicking people in the throat and stuff like that. So definitely let me know, because I'd be listening, but I'd be doing other things and stuff like that. So I still myself got to listen back to what things that Nicki said today and last night as well. The article says Nicki is not one to hold back when it comes to speaking her mind. And during a recent rant on Station Head, the FemC did just that. She told her listeners to remember that if she plays a song, it doesn't mean she's on good terms with the artist behind it. According to her, this is especially true if she's featured on the song, and sometimes she just enjoys hearing her own verse. Quote, anytime I'm playing some music, it doesn't mean that I rock with the person or whatever. Like, I really want y'all to know this. Like, I hate to have to say this, she said with a laugh as captured by Live Bites. Listen, I've done some amazing work in my time. Sometimes Onika just want to hear Onika, you feel me? Like, I just might want to hear the Onika verse that was on a particular song. Now, that wasn't that wasn't said last night. That was actually said a couple of days ago. And I kind of heard a little bit of that or whatever, but I think that, no, we talked about that. I think like the last time I was live, Davey, and I think you told me, or someone else had said, like, that was right after she played Feeling Myself or whatever. So she said, quote, that don't mean I fuck with nobody, Nicki continued. Y'all know who I fuck with. Y'all know who I don't fuck with, because one thing about the Barbs, they be so on point. Okay, so she concluded by reiterating that playing someone's song says nothing about their relationship, um, and by joking that she'd have no problem kicking some artists right in the throat if she saw them on the street. Once again, I did not hear her say that, but y'all let me know. Coincidentally enough, Nicki played both of her collaborations with Beyonce the very same night, Flawless Remix and Feeling Myself. Of course, this led to speculation that she has beef with the Grammy winner, although this is unconfirmed. She has a lot to say about Beyonce's husband in recent weeks, however. This also isn't the first time she's been accused of throwing shade the songstress's way. Last September, for example, fans read into one of her vague tweets, robot on timing, it read. When rumors that she dissed the Houston megastar began floating around, she took to Instagram to say this is an absolute lie. She's yet to address the latest rumors. So once again, this is a couple of days ago. This does not cover what Nicki actually said last night in regards to like the Carter family just not allegedly knowing what Jay-Z really be up to behind the scenes. Now you let me know, like, if you think that like their family is in the know or isn't in the know. Barbie Ting said, wasn't that said about Rick Ross first? It probably, from the song with Chris Brown and Rick Ross, it probably was. I didn't hear any of this. They continuing to lie. Tina Knowles may have unintentionally sparked a firestorm online after a recent social media post that was interpreted by some fans as subtle shade aimed at Nicki Minaj, who's currently embroiled in a public tirade targeting son-in-law Jay-Z and by extension Beyonce. On Wednesday, Knowles reposted a fan-made video about herself. It seemed to allude to Minaj's erratic social media behavior in recent days. We talked about that already. The timing raised eyebrows among the Barbs, and they flooded her comments in defense of Nicki Minaj. She denied it, right? And all the bots are ridiculous. The bots, what are you talking about?